Hi dear students, we are in the session 11 of Module 4 of first semester Physics. In this session, we are going to discuss angle of contact and capillary ascent with theory. After the completion of this session, you will be able to know the angle of contact, capillary ascent, and the determination of surface tension by capillary rise method theory. Now we will discuss about the angle of contact. The angle between the tangent to the liquid surface on the solid surface at the point of contact inside the liquid is called the angle of contact for that pair of solid and liquid. If you observe the first diagram, and this is the capillary tube, and the PQ is the solid surface. At point Q, the liquid and solid meets. From point Q, we have to draw a tangent like here. RS, QS is a QR is a tangent, and the angle made here, this angle, the angle PQR is the angle of contact, because it is the angle between the solid surface PQ and the tangent QR inside the liquid. Then for the liquids which wet the surface, the angle of contact is acute, and in the first diagram the angle of contact is acute because the liquid is the liquid which wet the surface. Then in the second diagram, for example, you take the mercury do not wet the surface. When the capillary tube is kept inside a mercury, there is a depression of the mercury level takes place, and in that case the angle of contact is obtuse. Here we observe theta is the angle of contact, that is obtuse in this case. Then when the liquid meets a solid, its surface near its plane of contact with the solid is always curved. This angle has any value between 0 and 180 degree. For most liquids and glass, it is less than 90 degree. For water and glass, the angle of contact is 18 degree. For clean glass and pure water, its value is 0 degree. For mercury and glass, its value is 140 degree. So let us discuss the theory of capillarity. Capillarity means the rise of liquid in the capillary tube. Then what is capillary tube? Capillary tube is a tube of very fine bore. It is very fine hole. In Latin, capillus means a hair. If a capillary tube is dipped into the liquid, there is a rise of liquid in the capillary tube. This phenomenon is called capillarity. Sometimes surface tension is also called as capillarity. When the tube is kept inside a mercury, there is a depression of mercury level. When a capillary tube is dipped in a liquid like water, which wets the surface, the liquid immediately rises up into it, and the shape of the liquid meniscus is spherical and concave upwards. As we observed in the next diagram here, if you observe here, the capillary tube is kept in the liquid. There is a rise of liquid in the capillary tube takes place, and the meniscus is always a curve like this. It is concave upward. And here, when the force of surface tension T acts tangentially to the surface at the point of contact with the walls of the capillary tube. Let the height of the liquid in the tube is h and r be the radius of the capillary tube, and theta is the angle of contact. Here we observe. Then the surface tension force is acting along this direction. Here r is equal to T. Then at this point the solid meets the liquid, and theta is the angle of contact. Here this angle is also theta and this angle is also theta. And due to this force is resolved into two rectangular components, one along vertical direction, other is along horizontal direction. The horizontal direction is taken as T sin theta and vertical direction is taken as T cos theta, and h is the liquid height of the liquid inside the capillary tube, like this. Then the force per unit length acting on a molecule A or B, here molecule A is here, molecule B is here, equal to the surface tension T. This force can be resolved into two components, that is T cos theta along the vertical direction and T sin theta along the horizontal direction as shown. Then due to all the molecules along the circumference, the horizontal components cancel each other while the vertical components are effective. And if we consider in this direction, and these are resolved components, if you observe r sin theta is here, in this case r sin theta is here, these are equal and opposite and they are cancelling each other all along the circumference, and we have the equal and opposite components and they are cancelling each other. Only the vertical components are effective all along the circumference of this liquid in the capillary tube. Then the force per unit length is T cos theta and the circumference is 2 pi r, where r is the radius, inner radius of the capillary tube. Then the total upward force due to surface tension is given by Ft is equal to T cos theta into 2 pi r. Then the weight of the liquid column in the capillary tube is given by W is equal to mg. And how do we take here the weight of the liquid column? Because that weight of the liquid column balances the surface tension force. Due to surface tension force, the liquid rises upwards. Due to the weight of the liquid column, the force acting in the downward direction, but in equilibrium position, these upward and downward forces are equal and the liquid column is at rest inside the capillary tube. Therefore, the force due to the surface tension balances the weight of the liquid column in the capillary tube. Then here we have to find out what is the value of W here. W is equal to m into g. Then how do we calculate the mass of the liquid? The mass of the liquid is given by volume of the liquid column into density of the liquid. Therefore, m is equal to volume into density. Substituting that value here, we have W is equal to volume of the liquid column into density and exertion due to gravity, like this. Then the W value is equal to, how do you calculate volume of the liquid in column? In the column, it is a cylindrical column. Therefore, volume of the liquid in the cylinder of height h. The volume of the liquid is the cylinder of height h plus volume of liquid in the meniscus. And here we have it is the capillary tube, and here it is like this. This is a liquid column of height h. This is like a cylinder plus volume of liquid in this meniscus. Okay. Then into rho, density of liquid is rho into G, exertion due to gravity, where rho is the density of the liquid. Now, how to find the volume of the liquid in the cylinder of height h? Then volume of the cylinder is given by pi r square h. We are observed here. The volume of the liquid in the cylinder of height h is equal to pi r square h. Then volume in the meniscus. Volume in the meniscus is equal to volume of a cylinder of height h and radius r minus the volume of the hemisphere of radius r. And here we observe here, in this case, and this is a meniscus. This is a meniscus, and we have to determine the volume of the liquid in the meniscus. And here we have the hemisphere. It is a hemisphere. In this hemisphere there is no liquid, therefore we have to less the volume of a hemisphere of radius r, because the radius of this hemisphere is r, the radius of the capillary tube. Then here it is like a cylinder of height r and radius r minus of this volume of the liquid in the hemisphere, like that. Okay. Then volume of a cylinder of height h and radius r is pi r square. Height r and also radius r, that one is pi r square r minus volume of hemisphere of radius r is, the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and hence hemisphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 2. Then we have 2 by 3 pi r cube. 2 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of the hemisphere. Then pi r cube minus 2 by 3 pi r cube is equal to 1 by 3 pi r cube. Then substituting this value in equation 2, then we have W is equal to pi r square h plus 1 by 3 pi r cube rho into G. Then the upward force due to surface tension supports this downward weight of the liquid column in the capillary tube due to gravity. Therefore, for the equilibrium of liquid column, we have equation 1 is equal to equation 5. Equation 1 is the force due to surface tension, that is 2 pi r t cos theta, and equation 5 is the weight of the liquid column, F is equal to m into G. We have pi r square h plus 1 by 3 pi r cube rho into G. Then 2 pi r t cos theta is equal to pi r square is taken as common. Then remaining is h plus r by 3 rho into G. Therefore, t cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 rho G r into h plus r by 3. And this is expression for surface tension. And for the angle of contact, theta is very small, and then cos theta is taken as 1. Therefore, the expression for surface tension T is equal to 1 by 2 rho G r into h plus r by 3, where rho is the density of the liquid, G is exertion due to gravity, r is the inner radius of the capillary tube, and h is the height of the liquid column in the capillary tube. Then the questions of this session are: define angle of contact, what is its value for glass and water and for glass and mercury. What is capillary ascent? Determine the expression for surface tension by capillary rise method. And these are some of the reference books. Thank you.